भारती न्यूज सीधा सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening. I'm Sahil and you're watching Bharati News Bulletin. Let's have a look at the biggest news of the day. Here is the national news first. Nearly 5,000 Congress workers along with Rahul Gandhi trying to enter Guwahati on Tuesday were intercepted after the party restarted its flagship Bharat Jodo Nayay Yatra in Assam today. Following this, party workers clashed with police officials and broke police barriers. Cops resorted to lathicharge to disperse the crowd. The move comes amid the party's ongoing allegations against the Assam government of trying to hinder their foot march since it entered the state on Thursday. Addressing a gathering close to Guwahati border, Rahul Gandhi said his party workers would never break the rules and disrupt law and order. However, that doesn't mean that we are weak. 6 people were injured after a Myanmar army plane crash landed at Mizoram's Lengpul airport on Tuesday. There were 14 people, including the pilot, on board the aircraft. The injured were admitted to Lengpui Hospital, the Mizoram Director General of Police said. Initial reports indicated that the aircraft had arrived to pick up Myanmar army personnel who entered India recently and suffered damage after veering off the runway at Lengpui airport. A day after the Pran Pratishtha ceremony of Ram Lalla, devotees reached the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya after it reopened the doors for the general public. A large number of devotees, both locals and from other states, gathered outside the gates of the temple since Monday night amid tight security. The entire stretch of the 13-kilometer-long Rampath from Lata Mangeshkar Chowk towards the temple was overcrowded with devotees. According to Ayodhya administration, devotees started turning up at 5 am at Ram Mandir, not only from across Ayodhya, from adjoining districts too. Now let's have a look at the international news. A magnitude 7.1 earthquake struck a sparsely populated part of China's western Xinjiang region early Tuesday, injuring 6 people and damaging or collapsing more than 120 homes in freezing cold weather, authorities said. The quake was the latest in the series of seismic events and natural disasters to hit the vast country's western regions. The quake rocked Uchputran country in Aksu prefecture shortly after 2 am. The China Earthquake Network Center said. Around 200 rescuers were dispatched to the epicenter. 2 Navy SEALs tragically went missing in the rough seas during a nighttime shipboarding mission in the Arabian Sea. The 2 men have been identified as the Navy Special Warfare Operator First Class Christopher Chambers and Navy Special Warfare Operator Second Class Nathan Gage Ingram. The Navy SEALs disappeared into the water during raid on a boat carrying illicit Iranian-made weapons to Yemen. It has also been revealed that Chambers died trying to save Ingram. As Ingram started climbing the ladder onto the boat, he slipped and fell into the gap created by the waves between the vessel and the SEALs' combatant craft. Now presenting you the business news of the day. Kering SA, the fashion firm that owns Gucci and Balenciaga, purchased a building on Manhattan's 5th Avenue for $963 million, approximately 8,000 rupees crore. The latest massive New York City real estate deal by a global luxury company, turning both 715 to 717 Fifth Avenue, located at the corner of 56th Street across from Trump Tower. According to a statement on Monday, the property spans 115,000 square feet, approximately 10,700 square meters, and has multiple levels of retail space. Zee Entertainment Enterprises Limited shares plunged as much as 30% after the cancellation of a planned $10 billion merger with Sony's Group India's unit. The shares slumped as much as 30% on a Bombay Stock Exchange, the most since January 2019, the worst performance among members of the S&P BSE 500 index. Zee traded at 23 times its 1-year forward earnings before Tuesday's fall, versus 17 times in September 2021, just before the company announced it had agreed to merge with a Sony Group entity. Let's glance over the top sports news of the day. US Open champion Coco Gauff overcame huge resistance from the unseeded Marta Kostyuk on Tuesday to move into her first Australian Open semi-final. American seed wore down the Ukrainian in hot condition on Rod Laver Arena to clinch a scrappy encounter 7-6, 8-6, 6-7, 3-7, 6-2 in 3 hours and 8 minutes. She will face either defending champion and second seed Ariana Sabalenka or ninth seed Barbora Krejcikova on Thursday for a place in final. After showing ominous form to race into the last 8, it was a far from convincing display by the 19-year-old. Rohit Sharma was named captain of the ICC Men's ODI Team of the Year 2023, which included as many as 6 Indians. The other 2 teams that have more than one representative are world champions Australia and South Africa. Both of them have 2 cricketers each in the team, while all-rounder Daryl Mitchell was the only representative from New Zealand. Apart from Rohit, the other Indians in the team were batters Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill, spinner Kuldeep Yadav and pacer Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami. That's all for today. For future news and update, kindly subscribe to Bharati News. Thanks for watching.